Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Just testing to see if the audio is working properly. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Just testing to see if the audio is working properly. Okay, looks like it is. Alright everybody, welcome to the stream. In today's stream I'm going to be continuing on with the assembly of the Dark Eldar. Start collecting Dark Eldar set that I picked up. And so far I've built the Warriors, the Reavers, and I'm working on the Raider. Flip ya for real. How's it going? So I've got the Raider pretty close to being done. I have I think a few of the crew members to assemble. Some of the guys that hang off the sides. And I think a few more details. So I'm hoping to get that finished off on today's stream. So let's dive right into it. So the first crew member we're looking at here is 44, 45, 46, 47. Hey Mort, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't really I haven't had time to work on it since my last stream. So that's actually one of the reasons I started streaming, is because I find that it's a good way to keep me accountable for getting some hobby time in, like getting stuff painted and getting stuff built. So otherwise it's too easy for there to be, you know, a week or two or three or a month or two to go by when I just get so busy with other projects and stuff that I don't have time to do any hobby stuff. But with streaming, it's like I know that I gotta maintain my schedule, so get at least 3 or 4 or 5 streams in a week. So if I do 3 or 4 or 5 streams in a week and it's 2 or 3 or 4 hours each, that starts to add up pretty quickly. 46, 4:15, crashing soon, but thought I'd see what's up. Cool. 4:15. So what are you, 3 hours ahead, like Eastern time zone? I saw some of you guys were on Agata's stream. Agata from Tabletop Gamer Crew. It was her first stream today. So that's kind of exciting to see her get her stuff up and running. 760. Yeah, I think she's doing well. I've been bugging her to get her stream going, her first stream, for quite some time now. Finally, she got it all up and running today, so it's exciting. And it's cool to see you guys pop on there and support her and chat, because it's always it's always more fun to do this if there's people on and somebody to talk to. Hailing from NC. NC is what, North Carolina? I'm in Canada here, so I didn't we didn't study all the states and memorize all the state acronyms, but I think NC is North Carolina. Yeah, there you go. Helps if I do this on the stream. The silly little mold remover tool from Citadel. I looked at it like 50 times at the store before I bought it. I always thought it was a blade, a curved blade. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm not gonna spend that much money on a stupid curved blade. And then one day I was just like, I'm too curious. I want to see this thing. So I bought it, and it's not even a blade. It's actually, it's dull. Like, you can run your fingers across it. But the edges of the metal are sharp. And it actually works really well. I don't know if there's another, there's another tool like this that you can get for cheaper, but like, in jewelry making or something, or sculpting or whatever, where they have the same tool. I haven't seen it anywhere except at the game store. But it's so far I've really liked using it. I used to just use like an X-Acto knife or a Sous Chef. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for the host. What's going on with you, man? I've been a little bit absent this week from streaming. Just been getting last few things done on my Kickstarter, on the latest phase of production on my Kickstarter, so I haven't had a lot of time to stream or to watch a lot of streams this week. You found whiskey? That's awesome, man. You guys seen the new Blood Angel stuff from GW that just came out? Or actually, it's not out yet, but it's on pre-order right now. Blood Angels is my faction for my main faction for my Space Marine army. So I've been kind of drooling over the new stuff that came out and trying to decide whether I should buy some, because I still have so much stuff that I haven't built and painted yet. But the new stuff looks pretty cool too, so I don't know. I might pick some up. I guess no such thing as too many miniatures, right? Working on your buddy's Tau, eh? What are you painting for the Tau? Just like the little warriors or ships or anything? They're very interesting poses on these, because they like hang off. They hang off the edge of the ship. What color scheme were they painted originally? Please don't tell me that they're brown, like that poo brown that Tau used to. Heresy Miniatures, Vincent B. Riddock. Looks pretty cool. Got it everywhere, eh? Are you gonna strip them with great green stuff, or? This glue is almost done. Are you gonna throw them in green stuff, or are you gonna, or are you like actually trying to fix them? I've never actually done that before. I've never actually taken the paint off of green stuff, but my brother has. And let's see if I can move this a little bit closer. My brother has, and I think, if I remember correctly, I think he said it was really easy. Like, once you get the green stuff, and I think you just need green stuff, a little Tupperware container, throw them in there overnight, and then just the toothbrush, and he said the paint came off. I think he had like a old Tyranids army or something that was already painted, and I think he stripped them all and repainted. And he was saying that it was really easy. But I've never done it myself. that link out in a second. All right, let's take a look. Oh, broken link. Let's see. Oh wow. I see what you mean. It looks like it's over primed. He probably used like some kind of other primer, maybe not one intended for miniatures, or either that or he used like an army painter blue and then just caked it on because it looks pretty thick. Yeah, I actually don't mind the army painter whatchamacallit, primers. They're not too bad, they're okay. I prefer the P3 ones for like spray-on primers, but in either case you have to be really like fine dust coating, not caking it on. Well, I'll show you. I'll explain color primer to you in a second. At least my perspective on it. So this one was primed. This miniature was primed with red from Army Painter. So yeah, I'm not saying that it's a good idea or not, but I'm just saying this is what I did. So basically with this miniature, I essentially just sprayed it with the red. Obviously you can see it right here on the base. So I primed it with the Army Painter red, and because on the Space Marines it's like it's literally like 90% red, right? Like there's the white and the bolter is a different color, but virtually most of the miniature is red. It does kind of, you still have to put another layer of red on top, but it kind of, just a light layer of whatever red shade you want, and it kind of speeds up the painting, I guess. But I did something like that with I tested the green on the orcs, and it's kind of pointless because really, I mean, it's just the arms that are green. You still have to paint everything else a different color, so it's almost, I don't know. I think it only makes sense for something like this where more than 90% of the miniature is that color. Right? Or for example, if I was doing like an orc jet and I wanted to paint it yellow, I don't know. That's something that I haven't painted it yet, but I bought some yellow primer because I might try that as a base coat. So instead of priming it black, I'll just spray it down with a yellow primer, and then when I put a coat of yellow, I'm hoping maybe it'll look better than painting with a white primer or a black primer. I think that's the idea. But it doesn't work in all cases. Like it only makes sense if the miniature is mostly one color. Yeah, she's passed out. I have a dog passed out behind here too, and one underneath my desk as well. Animals love being here when I'm doing my streaming. Okay, so that one... They just hang off the edges here. Something like this. It's funny, in the instructions it said you can either glue these on or you can dry fit them for removal during gameplay. How are you going to make them, like, unless you magnetize them, how are they ever going to stay? There's no way if you don't glue them on. I'll probably throw a little magnet. See if I can maybe put a magnet in her arm. Or sorry, on her hand. And maybe on this foot and here or something. Or I might just glue her on. There's no way that they're going to stay otherwise. It's kind of cool to have a ship with people like these guys hanging off the side. Looks cool, but there's no way they're gonna stay otherwise. Yeah, I guess like that. But as soon as you touch it, they're gonna fall off, right? But for now, I'm just gonna get her mounted on a one of these pins so I can get her painted. Well, I've got, I think, 2 more. Let's see. Two more after this one. And then this raider will be done. And then I've got a few more boxes of Dark Eldar stuff that, oh sorry, I forgot, I also have the HQ I gotta build. So he'll be next. Then I got a few more boxes of Dark Eldar stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna build those boxes first and then paint this stuff, or just dive into the painting of this stuff. Not quite sure yet. I think this is the... nope, that's too thick. Where's the other? Where are my thinner pins? Why do I not see them? Crap. Is this it? Oh, these are different. Damn it. I don't think it's these ones. No. They didn't fall, did they? Yeah, they have a lot of spiky parts on them. And you're right. I mean, I've been Ainamawi. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, as I've been building these, it's like I keep poking myself on the... What the heck happened to my thing? It's weird. My bag of pins disappeared. And that, let's see. That's right there. This little creature right here that's moving around on the couch. She's the most likely suspect for why they have disappeared. It is very possible that she stole them off my desk and carried them somewhere into another room. But maybe I can use this pin, or is it going to be too thick? Damn it, it's going to be too thick, I think. Okay, so that's not going to work. Maybe these ones will work. These ones might be a bit too thin. Yeah, I have no idea. They have vanished into the void. Not in this box either. Okay, I'm gonna try these. These are much thinner, but I'm gonna see if they might be able to hold up the minis. Why Dark Eldar? Well, I pretty much have built and painted almost every other army in 40k, or have painted at least one or two miniatures in every other army, except for the three that I still haven't done were Dark Eldar, Imperial Guard, and Tyranids. And I always wanted to paint a few Dark Eldar minis, but as so many other armies started, I kind of never picked up a set. And then when GW came out with all these new start collecting sets, they're all such a great deal that I kept going to the game store and kept seeing the start collecting Dark Eldar set staring at me. And one day I went in there and I just caved. Decided to pick one up. Okay, so this pin is pretty thin, but I think it might be okay. I'll use it for now, and if I can find those other pins, then I'll swap it out. It's not really an army that I might I'm necessarily gonna build out and play. I just like painting minis, so, and these Dark Eldar have always fascinated me. The look of them is pretty cool. Lots of detail on them, lots of spiky things. Plus, I mean, they're like space ninja vampires, basically. I mean, can't get any cooler than that, right? Okay, well, that's not what I was trying to do. I mostly just collect and paint. The army that if there's one army that I would specifically pick for, that I would try to build up and actually play, it'll be the Blood Angels. Or, sorry, I should say two of them. Blood Angels and Orcs would probably be my two armies that I would, like if I was to build out a, you know, like a 5,000 point army, it would be Blood Angels or Orcs. Or both. We'll see. This pin is kind of flimsy, but we'll let it sit there and see how it goes. All right, the next guy, he's got a pretty cool looking pose as well. Crew member number 2. So 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Starting at 52 and onwards. Where is he? 56 and 57 are here. So which armies do you play? Ayanamawi? Ayunamawi? Ainamawi? Try to figure out how to pronounce that. Aunamawi? Three, 52.
Shine in a crowd, we never hesitate. Let us rise to the clouds. We got nothing to lose, I know the time is right. Let us light up the fuse. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know we're perfect, you and I. And I don't, and I don't, and I don't, and I don't, giving up without a fight. What I feel.
55, 54. Tau, Tyranids, Dark Angels, and Demons. Nice. And some Age of Sigmar. That's cool. So which one out of those armies, which one is your favorite as far as like painting? Building out and painting the army. Not playing, but the hobby, from the hobby side. Let's say 54. Okay, that's the one with the gun. 54 will be this one. Fifty-four, 55, 52, 53. And 61 is the head. 61. I almost picked up a Tyranid box the other day. I was at a little small shopping mall that I don't usually go to, and there was a small there was a small like a collectible cards store in there, and they had I saw the Games Workshop logo banner, so I went in to check it out, and they had a bunch of stuff in there, and they had like a Tyranid. It's an old box that they don't make anymore, I don't think, and it's like this giant box. I think it's called a Tyranid Swarm or something like that. It had like, I don't even know, like a ton of models in there. Alright, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Tyranids are pretty cool too. Clean up some of these mold lines. Sous Chef is probably passed out right now. He's got like, he's lying on the couch probably with that bottle of whiskey on the side, in one hand, and a blue Tau warrior in his other hand. It's okay, man. If I had to fix those Tau, I'd be drinking whiskey too. They almost look like they might be worth to just green stuff them, dude, or green liquid strip them. Drunk painting, eh? It's the only time you paint. If you're sober, you're dry brushing. If you're drunk, you start actually painting, right? Excuse me. Hey Mello, how's it going? Actually, right now I don't have song request stuff figured out. I just have a playlist that I play. Hey Schmeckel, how's it going? Thank you for the compliment. These are little Dark Eldar warriors that basically are going to be hanging off the ship, the side of this ship here. This raider. Get rid of those mold lines. Plug this in here. I'm not really sure how this guy's supposed to attach to the ship. Oh, he just kind of hangs off the side. That's strange. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Oh, I see. He's got like a little hook on the end here. That's how he stays on the ship. Oh, you play it. You're playing it in your youth orchestra. It fits the Warhammer theme. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, sorry. I thought painting on stream was hard. Assembling is even harder because I always want to hold the pieces in a certain way when I'm gluing them. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I guess once you start adding the colors in it, and you don't just see blue. Alright, hang on one second here, Mello. Let's see if I can make this happen. I have to turn this music off for a sec here. Hang on. Pause that. Dude, what is that? Come on, man. I'm not playing that on the stream. It's just a bunch of noise. Yeah, if you're painting that is not your song. Come on, man. I played it. It's like you play the thing just plays some music for like 30 seconds and then it just does random noise. Unless the file you uploaded to SoundCloud is corrupted or something. Play it through. Play like 30 seconds into it. You'll see it. Yeah, sous chef. It all depends on the mini, right? Like I said, if you like the orcs, I did on one of them I did green, and it was pointless because I still had to paint all the other colors on top. But on the on the Blood Angels one, it's like 90% red, so you don't really have to it does kind of save time a little bit. But yeah, I kind of agree. They're somewhat. I think maybe for vehicles they might be good. You know what I mean? Like if you're painting a large orc jet and you needed to make it all yellow. It's kind of like airbrushing. But yeah, as a starting point, if somebody's like brand new to the thing, I would definitely just go with gray or black. But in either case, though, I mean, even if he primed it gray, if you put as much gray primer on there as he did with the blue, it would still, you know, look the way that it looks. Except it wouldn't be blue, it would be gray, right? The challenge is that he put too much primer on. He didn't do a lot of light coats, he just kind of sprayed it on. Alright, JBL, see you. See you next time, buddy. Oh, that's kind of cool. He just hangs off the side like that. Check that out. That's kind of neat. So this one I can see as being one that you can just attach to the vehicle. It's kind of neat. I'm gonna hold off on pinning this guy for now. And I'm gonna build the final one, which is 48, 51, 48, 49, 50, 51, 63,
You can call me stupid,
48.
you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy, you can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me, and if you're right then you're in trouble deep.
48, 50, 51. So those poor Tau are gonna be first I got over primed,
But when it comes to
and then
keep it sealed, don't you dare say a
now they're gonna be painted by sous chef who's drunk.
You think that using her would get to me,
Poor Tau, man.
you're in trouble deep. 'Cause I would break my honor while I wait.
But who knows? Maybe you're like a genius painter when you've had some whiskey. Maybe your painting skills improve. Who knows? You heard your name? I was just saying those poor Tau, they were over primed, and now you're drunk painting them. You can't catch a break. Pink polka dots? Did you paint those on? Or was that your buddy? Oh man, polka dots are fine. Whatever floats your boat, man. As long as your buddy likes them, that's all that matters. You gonna show a pic? Let's see these polka dots. Yeah, that would be pretty good. he'll never ask you to paint anything for him again. And then you'll be like, "Oh, sorry, dude." And then secretly you'll be like, "Sweet, cuz I don't want to paint any more stuff for anybody else." It's like if somebody asks you to do something and you do a really good job the first time, they always want you to do it. So then you kind of screw it up on purpose so that they don't have to do it anymore. So I think that's it for this ship. Now it's just a matter of see if I can kind of get a wider view here. So these guys just kind of hang off. Don't really know how this guy hangs off. Maybe here. The heck does he hang off of? Probably this thing. There we go. This guy might be here. And she might be somewhere here. Well, anyway. Alright, so those are done. I'm not going to pin them right now because I want to find those other size pins. Might have fallen on the ground or something, but see if I can get this guy built. Dark Eldar Archon or Archon I think. Looks pretty sweet. Let's take a look here. Are there any vehicles that you got to do too? Or is it all just warriors? Did he build that one yet? Did he build the Riptide? Hey, Agata, thanks for hosting. Welcome to the stream. And welcome everybody from Agata's stream. Did he like build and paint his Riptide, Suchef? Or is he still, or is that one still oh, okay, so he didn't build it yet. He's gonna build it and then he's gonna prime it blue, over prime it, and then he'll be like, hey dude, can you fix it? You should tell him you'll paint it for him for free. Or he can try painting it, and then if he screws it up and he wants you to paint it afterwards, then you'll charge him for it. I think that's pretty fair, right? Alright, now that I'm assembling again, might as well bring the camera down a bit. So, how was your stream, Agata? I saw you had quite a few people on. We're just hanging out with Sous Chef here. He's pretty much drunk and working on fixing some towel for his buddy. Yeah, man, because like if you think about it, right? Like painting it is kind of fun. If you've never painted that model and it's kind of fun, you're like, you know what? I'll paint it for you because I've never painted that model and it's fun and I'll, you know, I don't mind doing it. I'll do it for free. But if you try painting it yourself and you screw it up, and then I have to spend, you know, 3 times as long fixing it, then you're gonna have to pay for it, buddy. Very interesting pose on this guy. He's standing almost like a statue. Alright, so that's that. Now, let's take a look here. These arms, I think they kind of go like this. They're like crossed. How in the world am I going to paint that? Will it be possible to paint it if I glue these arms on? That's the question. Or should I not glue them yet? Might be tough. Okay, so that one goes like that. Man, I don't know what to do. Might have to leave these arms off for now. I think I'll leave them off. The head should be okay to glue on. That's pretty crazy, this cape. Just noticed a mold line thingy there I gotta remove. Can't do it right now because I just glued this piece, so I'll have to wait till that dries. Oh, no wonder this is dark. I forgot to turn my light on. There we go. Much better. Where are these supposed to go? Oh, right in the front. Like so. That's pretty cool. I like those little chains there. See if I can get them glued to this base thing here. Right after I fix this. This little piece attaches to its back. like so. Clean that up. And let's see, how does it go? Is it really that way? Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Pretty cool. Let's get it in there. I'm gonna hold off on attaching him to the base for now, because I think I might design some custom bases for the other Dark Eldar warriors, and I might want to put this guy on the same kind of base, just so he's not, just so it doesn't look strange. Alright, let's see if I can successfully remove this little thingy-majigger. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now the only thing left is this guy's arms. And I think I'm going to attach them separately later. Because otherwise I won't be able to get in and paint any details on his chest or his face, because these things just completely cover it up like that. You see that? He's got the two weapons that cover up, but that's gonna be a nightmare to paint that, so I'm gonna leave it like this. I'll paint him like this, and then I'll paint these arms separately. So there you go. This is the Dark Eldar Archon, or Archon. I think it's Archon. No arms on him yet, but everything else is done. I think that pretty much completes the entire set, if I'm not mistaken. What else do I have? So I've got the there's Dark Eldar Archon, that's what I just finished building. Then we've got the Raider. Pretty much finished. Just have to. That needs to be glued. Once I figure out which weapon I want to use. So the Raider's done. Then I got these Reavers here. No jet bikes, and then you got the riders for them. So those are all done. Except for a few like small things like this weapon here. Not sure if I'm going to use this one, or I have to do a little bit more research in the codex to see if I want to put this thing on. Although I think I'm pretty much going to go with this one. In fact, you know what? I like the way this looks, so I think this is the weapon I was going to go with anyways, and I really like the way it looks, so I'm just going to go ahead and permanently glue it. So there's that jet bike. And then this is most likely the rider. Actually, there's 3 riders. I think this one might be the one that I put on that bike. So there's 3 of these jet bikes, 3 riders, and then there's 10 of the actual warriors. This is one of the warriors right here. She's got the whip. These are going to be fun to paint, I think. There's a few other ones. Yay! So I'm pretty much done. Assembly of the start collecting Dark Eldar. I have probably about 3 or 4 small boxes of extra stuff that I bought for the Dark Eldar. I'll have to decide before the next stream whether I want to keep building or maybe just paint these, get these painted first, and then build the other ones later. So I'll figure that out before the next stream, which is most likely going to be tomorrow. I may even attempt to do a stream tomorrow afternoon. I have to see. I have still some stuff I gotta finish up for the Kickstarter, and then but I might do an afternoon stream. I was thinking I might do an afternoon stream, like maybe a short stream in the afternoon for maybe an hour or two, and then another one later on at night. Or I might just do one like in the evening around 6 or 7, and then for maybe 3 or 4 hours tomorrow. But I have to see. The other thing I wanted to get done was some bases for these guys, but I guess I can start painting them first and then get the bases done later. I'm gonna look through some of my Visions magazines and see what kind of color scheme, because there was a few color schemes that I've seen that I was getting some ideas from that I really liked for the Dark Eldar. I'm gonna keep it very simple. They're probably just gonna be a lot of black and a little bit of highlighting of some other colors, but I want them to look pretty dark. The only thing I'm not really too sure about is the vehicles. I'm not sure how I want to paint the vehicles yet. I don't think I just want them black. I want to have some colors in there. Maybe some black with a gradient to a dark blue or something. Or maybe just black and outline some of the things with blue. Keyline Prime. Thanks for the follow, buddy. What were you working on recently? I normally tune into your streams, but I haven't seen one for... Well, I've been kind of really busy this past week, so I haven't really tuned into a lot of streams. Yeah, I've been slacking. I think the last thing I saw you painting was the Harlequins, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you were running some Age of Sigmar tournaments? That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm a total slacker, man. On the streaming side, I've definitely been slacking this past week. Alright, let's take a look. Dude, come on, man. That is awesome. That's an awesome paint job, man. Holy shit. I really like that. I love how it's like black, but it's kind of shiny. It's got a shine to it. And then you got the purple and the red in the front with the kind of like a checkerboard. I'm assuming that was airbrushed on the red stuff in the front. Hey, Dwayner. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, that looks great, man. Oh, dude, you painted your you painted the base. I never even thought of that before. Maybe I haven't been paying attention, but I've never seen that before. That because normally, you know, the base is like the clear plastic, right? And I mostly see people just leaving it clear, right? But you took the base and you painted it with the same color scheme as the rest of your other bases for the Harleys. That's awesome, man. What? You did that with a brush? Looks like it was airbrushed on. But I believe you, man. I've seen your skills. Yeah, it totally makes sense. Now that I've seen it, it's like I don't think I'll ever have a clear disc ever again. Like the clear discs look dumb to me, but I never even thought of it. I just kind of thought, oh, okay, whatever. It's just like a clear thing. Just pretend like it's not there. That's an awesome idea. It's probably like I'll probably like open up the Visions magazine, or I'll look at other people's miniatures now, and I'll probably see that people have been doing that for a while. I just never noticed it. Oh, there's Sous Chef with his towel. Dude, that's actually looking really good. Like you can't tell. Like you can't tell that it was, that the guy sprayed so much primer on that. It actually looks pretty good. Maybe that's the secret, man. Colored primers from Army Painter. Yeah, your Harlequins look really good, man. I was watching you paint a few of them, but that ship looks amazing. Is that Abaddon black, or did you use like a Vallejo black or something? Like, because I noticed it's got a little bit of a shine to it. Or did you like spray it with some sort of varnish? Oh, okay. It looks good, man. Very thin layer. I like it. I really like it. Of course, the yellow pops. Looks good, man. I like it. That's a cool idea for these things, though. I never thought of that before. I've seen people paint them black, but I didn't like the way that looks either. But if you make them the same theme as the rest of the bases, I think that looks pretty cool. Cool idea. Yeah, it's kind of tough, right? I mean, I had the same thing with my orcs, right? I was painting these orcs for like a whole month, right? Like whole month of orkiness. That's why I kind of switched it up and switched to Eldar. But what can you do, right? I mean, it takes a while to paint models. It takes a while to paint these models, so if you're painting like 15 or 20 miniatures, like a starter set or something like that, and you're painting on stream, which kind of slows things down a little bit too, you're probably going to be painting that same thing for the entire month, right? Unless you paint like one miniature and then next time paint it something totally different. But I don't know, for me, I'm trying to build out some armies so I can start playing the game as well. So I'm not really painting just one, one character from one army and then another one. Yeah, I did the texture paint on these orcs, but to be honest, I don't really like it. Like, they're okay because these are just boys, but after using the texture paint and comparing it, I still prefer the old school, like, glue and sand. This is the glue and sand method. I still like the texture of this better than the texture paint. I don't know, maybe I didn't put it on right or something. Maybe you have to water it down or something, but it's just kind of, I don't know. This was easier to do. Literally just slap some glue on there and dip it in sand and then put paint over top. And I like the way it looks better. So, like, here's a glue, sand, glue, sand, and a little bit of crushed glass on top. If I put a little bit of paint on that, I think that, I don't know, to me that looks better than the textured paints that I was using. But I haven't tried, what's the other one? I don't know if this is a texture paint. No, I don't think so. I think this is that one that cracks or something, right? Agrelin Earth. It's a technical paint, but I think this is the one that it cracks when it dries out. I can't remember now. I had that other texture paint here. What is it called? Somewhere. This one here. Aster Granite. That's what I used on the orcs. And it was okay, but I don't know. I still prefer the sand method. Yeah, I'm gonna play with that the disc thing, and I think I might even do something, a custom base for it too. Something like this on my laser cutter. But obviously a larger disc. Because I'm thinking of designing some custom bases for these Eldar, or Dark Eldar I should say. So if I do that for the warriors and the jet bikes, then I might do it for the raider as well. We shall see. So before the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow, I'm gonna figure out whether I wanna. I have to think about it tomorrow. I'll go through the boxes that I bought to see what else I have for Dark Eldar, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna assemble those other ones first or if I'm gonna just get these guys that I've already built primed. There's a bunch of them here. I might just get these guys primed and then start figuring out a color scheme for them, and then build the rest later. We shall see. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night here. Sous Chef's probably totally drunk, passed out somewhere now. You should totally, sous chef, if you're still on, you should totally take a picture of yourself holding the whiskey bottle and the guy's towel and send it to him. Just text him like right now. What is it? 3, so it's like what, 6 a.m. in the morning over there? Just text the dude at 6 a.m. in the morning. Bottle of whiskey, one of his towel miniatures. Tell him you're doing the painting. Working on your painting, buddy. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night for this stream. And like I said, I'll probably be on tomorrow. Very likely we'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time though. I might do an afternoon stream. I haven't done one yet on a Sunday. But if not, it'll probably be in the evening. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a good night or have a good morning. Take care, guys. Hey everybody, Paul here from TabletopGamer.com, and I'm excited to announce that we are now on Patreon. Now if you're not familiar with Patreon and what it is, it's essentially a way for you to support the video content that you love on a monthly basis. It's similar to Kickstarter, where you pledge a certain amount, and then you receive certain rewards for those pledges, except with Patreon, you're pledging and receiving those rewards on a monthly basis. Now the reason I'm launching this campaign on Patreon is because I want to accelerate our growth, which means I'll be able to produce more content, and to produce more products and release them to the community at a much faster pace. Now, if you're watching this video on Patreon and you want to check out some of the rewards that you can qualify for based on your pledges, just scroll down below. You'll see all the different pledge levels. You'll see the rewards that you can qualify for. And if you're not watching this video on Patreon, if you're anywhere else on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're seeing this video, simply click on the link below the video or the one that you see on the screen, which will take you to our Patreon page, where you'll be able to check out all the different awards you can qualify for based on the different pledge levels. I want to thank you for checking out this video, and thank you for your continued support.